house.
Get over here.
All right, everybody. We're back for another episode of the RAWW Live Show. It's Wednesday, 7 p.m., the 31st of January. The end of January went really quick. I'm here with 2X and the Boomer, Joann, Mama Joe, and T.O. Thanks, guys, for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Well, I'm glad that people show up, you know.
What a pleasure.
What a pleasure.
My pleasure.
So, Joann, what's new with you? How are you doing? We haven't talked.
I'm good. How about you?
Well, I'm doing well. I just wanted to make sure that your mic was back up and working because
we're running properly. Yes,
we had some issues with that. If you recall,
yes, we did last week.
Pretty significant issues. Just USB, it can't be more simpler than that. But we got to figure it out.
Having more tabs open.
Always close your tabs.
Yep, your husband was kind enough to come in and do what men do, and that's fix women's messes.
That's right.
So we're all in favor.
We have no rights. That's what he says.
I didn't say that.
Wow, what the hell?
My husband does.
What does a woman do?
Okay, so let's see. All right. Now I should not be getting any freaking messages from Outlook or notifications. That's what they're called.
Yeah. So you're putting on the what do you call it? Do not disturb.
No, I can't. You know what? I never figured that out right properly. So I just freaking close the freaking app out.
All right. Close the app out. So anyways, why don't we jump into some really good news that we have here? And we're going to start off with this. It's really not a football story, so to speak, Joann. It's football players, and it involves like Taylor Swift and all this jazz going on.
What's been going on with that? I ignore that.
Taylor Swift, she's a Swifter. She's Swift,
Swifty.
And she's very good at getting what she wants, as we all know.
And is she influencing people like on their political views?
I don't know.
That's where I come in with the other Kelsey brother.
Yep. But anyways, whatchamacallit? Jason Kelsey plays for the Eagles. They were eliminated from the playoff contention a few weeks ago, and he came to, his brother, his 2-year younger brother, plays for the Chiefs. So he was in Buffalo, and he wanted to go out and he partied with the Buffalo Bills Mafia. He was out in the parking lot doing drinks and chugging beers and having a good time. And during the game, took his shirt off and lifted a little girl up to say hi to Taylor, whatever. But in the news today, I was reading that he, as a thank you to the fans of Buffalo and the Bills Mafia and the hosting that they, the kindness they showed him, he decided to partner up with our quarterback, Josh Allen, has a charity in name of his grandmother, Patricia Allen, with Oshai Children's Hospital. So he joined in on the charity.
Nice.
Stand up move.
Yeah, good class act.
He's a good dude.
He's a good dude. I think he's a good dude. I mean, he's a football player. He's been in the league 13 years. He's very brilliant. In fact, his podcast and with his brother, New Heights, is freaking awesome.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, New Heights. I can't get enough of that podcast. They're just funny. And in any event, I thought that was a class act. And
no, that is a class act. I thought it was a pretty cool move when he jumped off the thing and had a beer with the fans and then jumped back in.
Yeah,
took his shirt off. He said he was
having a good old time.
Having a good time here.
He was having a good time.
Now, is one of them dating Taylor Swift? Where does she come in on this?
Travis is the tight end for
the Kansas City Chief guy,
which is why you always see him usually scoring the first tight end the first score of the game, so they can get that over with and show Taylor Swift right away. It happened last game.
Yeah,
it's not fixed or anything, but they do that. But that happens. But he's dating her, so that's where the publicity comes in, drawing a lot of revenue.
Well, it's in Vegas, right?
So, no, I mean like her.
Oh, she's cleaning up.
Oh, so is the NFL.
She's got way more money than.
I don't know how many Travis Kelce jerseys they've sold, but not all the Swiftie fans immediately became Kansas City fans.
Right. And I thought that she was doing some political stuff too.
She was that quiet. She quieted down. He's like the walking NFL Pfizer guy, basically. And as we all know, Pfizer is the number one contributor to the NFL.
Oh, and he does
really? Oh my God.
He's on every commercial.
Oh my God. No offense. This is just all so connected. And Pfizer, Okay.
Then you wonder why Disney, who owns ESPN, gave Pat McAfee, who always put anti-Pfizer guy on, who Frankie J didn't like. What was his name again? Aaron Rodgers.
I hate Aaron Rodgers. I
You
think
can love him or hate him,
he's an
but
asshole.
he spoke negatively against all this vaccine stuff. They give Pat McAfee, ESPN, who's owned by Disney, they give him $85 million to tell him to take him off the show.
They did not do that.
They did do that.
ESPN and Disney kicked Aaron Rodgers off. They had nothing to do with Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee paid Aaron Rodgers to be on the show.
Joann, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Pat McAfee paid Aaron Rodgers.
I believe. Well, on this topic, I have no information. So
I don't know how this all happened.
I can't even.
He wasn't being paid by ESPN.
Did you see the movie Idiocracy? His symbol was.
I don't know.
But either way,
you're just weird.
No, it's not weird.
Yeah,
it's all about money.
She's
And
got so much more money than Travis Kelce, though. She doesn't need anything from him.
No, it's good for the NFL, though.
What can I
Maybe they like each other.
Maybe
I don't really hate seeing her, to be quite honest. At first, I thought I did.
I don't like
now
her.
I'm like, who cares if they really like each other?
I don't like her.
That's fine.
Don't like
you
her.
do or you don't. I don't.
I don't.
You
I
don't
can't
have
stand.
to.
I can't stand her. I think she's a pain in the ass.
Thank you.
I think she's beyond exploitation right now. I think she needs to back the fuck off.
Thank you. I totally agree.
Yeah.
How come?
What do you mean?
What's she doing wrong?
She's just. I think she's doing it for, like Joann said, the publicity. She wants to be seen as a person in the NFL, and I would bank any dollar on it that next year's Super Bowl she's going to be the halftime show.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm surprised she isn't.
Well, because Usher
tour.
Not only that, but they had Usher picked before the end of last season. You know, they typically pick a year ahead.
I think you're right. We got to put this in the books because I think you're right.
It's in the books. Sure, damn right, I'm right. She's doing it for her own reasons. Maybe she's putting out for Travis. I don't know.
Well, I'm sure she. Come on.
I mean, he's a football player. He's a good-looking dude, and she's probably like, well, if I have to take one for the team, or I will, and she probably does.
Absolutely.
I
and
totally
she's like, agree.
He's not a bum on the street.
Not going to disagree.
I wonder where they met.
They met
probably at some NFL party.
Nope. He actually went to a Taylor Swift concert by himself. And at the Taylor Swift concerts, from what I understand, I'm not a Swiftie. Todd's kiddo might know more about this. In any event, the kids like to give her friendship bracelets. They will make bracelets or whatever, those silicone ones, and they give her friendship bracelets. Travis gave her a bracelet but put his phone number on the inside of it.
Wow. So he's been liking her for a while.
He's got something for Taylor Swift, and she was like, cha-ching. I got my in, and I didn't even have to do anything.
So it wasn't even her.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't know.
Who it was.
I think she's more doing it for the, I need to, because if you listen to the words of her songs, they're all very, quote unquote, kind of deep and kind of, how do I say it? Insecure. So
I think she tries to empower feminine.
What?
I think she tries to empower the feminine.
Well, I mean, look, I know people that love her. I mean, I know people that go to these concerts, mothers and daughters. So this is a way that mothers and daughters can bond. I mean, I don't know if I had, but I don't think she's doing it for money because this woman does not need money.
No,
she does it. She's doing it for the status. She's
needs
doing it for.
I think. Here's what I think.
She needs Frankie J.
Maybe
the
NFL said, "Hey, poster boy Travis Kelce.
Whoa.
Why don't you go up? Try to make some more money for us. Get this Taylor Swift.
Why don't you go give her
NFL.
So the NFL conspired, gave Travis Kelce.
I believe it. I'm not,
This is the commissioner. This is Roger Goodell. Just want to know, we're going to need you to.
You know what we're going to need? No, this is what he would say.
You have to go to Japan, where she's on concert right now, and give her this friendship bracelet and make sure she gets it.
Possibly.
Maybe.
Do you know why?
Why?
You know what he would say?
Oh, God.
We have a huge fan base, but as soon as we can make that fan base younger, the better off the NFL will be.
Because it'll last
And
longer.
you happen to be 100% correct.
Just
don't tell him that.
100%. Oh, don't tell him that.
Don't give him an ego.
Don't give him an ego. Okay.
Oh, sorry, I swore. Sorry, I swore. Sorry. I said, son of a bitch. Oh, I did it again.
You did it again.
Oops.
No, that's Brittany.
I don't have a lot of hate for her.
Who?
Swift.
But you don't think Pink is a good-looking woman?
I'm not talking about looks.
Do you think Pink
you
is
want
good?
to know about Pink? Okay. Pink
Oh,
is
boy.
one of the nicest women on the face of this earth. And you want to know what
And
happened?
sexiest.
Okay.
And sexiest.
Okay. Here, true story.
I believe you.
When my kids were doing the film, no, true story. When my kids were doing the film 2012 and we were filming in LA.
Can you say that again?
LA.
Okay.
We were filming in LA.
La.
And one of my sons wanted to do trapeze. Now, if you remember her song, spinning round, spinning round, spinning round, that is on a trapeze. So we went in to this trapeze place called New York Trapeze, I think in Santa Monica.
Where she swings around the arenas like a fucking
right.
lunatic. I love that.
Okay, so that's
Love
where
it.
she learned. So what happened was we go in there, right? And, you know, I'm minding my own business. And all of a sudden I hear this woman singing. And I said to her, wow, you have a beautiful voice.
Why didn't you give me your number?
Wait, and then I said to her myself, oh shit, this is LA. This could be somebody famous. And so my son comes out and the other one says to me, Ma, that's Pink.
That's Pink.
And
You could have been like, well, I thought
you know
it was
what
blue.
she said to me? Well, but you know what she said to me? She said to me, oh, why, thank you.
I've heard she's very nice.
No, you know what? She's a humanitarian.
Yes, she
and
is
100% humanitarian. She doesn't bullshit. She said straight up, if her daughter Willow, who performs with her now, actually, if one of her children said, "Mom, we want you to stop and be home all the time," she would stop right then.
Yeah.
But they like that she's famous. She's just so real.
She's so, like I said, she goes,
And
oh,
beautiful.
why, thank you.
Oh, I just think she's got. I just think she's sexy. Todd thinks she looks like a man. I don't see it.
Know how
she's muscular. She's strong.
I think she's cute.
She's cute. He doesn't like her hair. He doesn't like short hair.
She's not my type.
Well, she's not your type, but that doesn't give you the.
I have nothing bad.
Taylor is.
You said she's ugly.
You said.
I think Taylor Swift looks like a little kid that got picked on at the playground, and to get back at people, she became a famous star because every damn song she writes is about somebody or breaking up.
I don't.
Right, exactly. There were all these sad, you know.
Yeah, her whole one album was all sad shit.
You know?
Like, how bad was it?
Like 165 people.
Well, that's what happens when you're annoying. I mean, there's a 3-day waiting period, man. Come on. If you're annoying within 3 days, you got to go.
You know, she grew up on a farm.
Is that why she
on a farm?
Hello? What?
On a farm.
On a farm.
Oh, okay, I'm listening to an
She have horses?
Yeah.
Okay, so she grew up on a farm.
She's
one of my closest friends. She grew up on a farm in Canada. Okay.
Good for her. So what the hell does that have to do with the price of beans in China, man?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay.
I mean, she dated big, and she should really be more of a humanitarian.
I think she should just go away. I think she should retire, move to Europe, and just Swift herself out of here. Because I'm over it with her. I think she's a stuck-up snob. She walks like she's some kind of cat's meow, and I just want to, not kick her, but I want to kind of like take my toe and toe tap the back of her leg and watch her just fall because she walks so like dainty, and she comes to these games bundled up like she's going to a Broadway show. I just want to smack her. I don't
feel like doing that to Travis.
Yeah, I know. You don't like Travis.
No, I don't.
That's okay. I don't hate them. I don't like playing against them, but they do have a good podcast. Joann and anybody out there listening, I do recommend very highly. Check out the New Heights podcast. It's awesome. It's the Kelsey brothers, and they're hilarious. Joann, you would like it. Seriously.
Okay.
It is the #1 podcast.
It is the #1 podcast right now, and it was
the
quick.
Kelsey brothers. Wait, I better write that down because I
called New Heights. New Heights.
Like new NEW.
Yep, and then the word Heights, and that actually the title of their podcast, believe it or not, has meaning. It's about the area where they grew up in. Okay. Middle class area, Middle Heights. So they call it New Heights.
Got it.
There's a reason for it. No, but it's a really good podcast. They banter back and forth about just random questions. Jason will open up the show with Travis. We're gonna have to talk about it. What are we gonna have to talk about? And then they just start going back and forth.
Find that on Spotify.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's a video podcast. It's really good. They're just they seem like they're just naturals behind the mic, and the way they bounce back and forth. I think it's funny. And Jason's wife is now becoming integrated with the show. Her wife, he met his wife on Tinder. Okay. Jason Kelsey did not tell her he was a professional football player. He wanted to just meet her and and her meet him, you know. And the first time they met at a bar
and blackout drunk.
He got blackout drunk on the first date. He meets her on Tinder, and she said it was love at first sight. They got 2 beautiful daughters. They're just the cutest little girls. And from
the looks from her mouth.
And Kylie, yeah, she's beautiful. Oh my God. She gets on the show at random times, and she's really good too. And it's like a family dynamic, and it's a really, really good podcast. And I see it being around for a long time.
Well educated, well spoken.
And they ask random stupid questions. Like, so let's talk about it, Travis. And he's like, I like to keep my life private. And he's like, well, it's not private. Everybody knows. So let's talk about it. So, I mean, it's just that kind of band, you know, it's funny. And they're just 2 meatball football players, and they're both well-spoken. So anyways, enough about the Kelsey
brothers. Who's going to win the Super Bowl? What's your pick? All 3 of us.
I don't fucking care.
And then we can get
out. Listen, I don't even know who the teams are. Okay.
Are you going to watch? Are you going to watch?
She won't.
I'm asking all of us. Are you going to watch, Joann?
No.
Frankie J, you going to watch?
Well, of course. I want to see the commercials.
He's watching.
I do like the commercials.
I got to watch the commercials.
Oh, there's an actually very good commercial with a cat.
Actually, we'll have to do a show
on cat. It's very commercial.
Cute. Oh, I've heard of that.
We should tape them, pull them up, and then do our own reviews.
Yeah, that's right. Of the commercials. That's right.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah, thanks.
Very funny. Just so everybody knows, we are not streaming to Instagram tonight. There was a technical error, so sorry, everybody. You just gotta miss out on the phone.
Gosh darn 3 people.
And yeah. So if there's any Swifties out there that like the whole Kelsey Taylor Swift story,
there's tons.
Come on in, because we want to hear your take on Swiftying, because I don't get it. I think it's weird, first of all, for that many children worldwide to be obsessed with a woman that sings about being angry about breakups. And
that was before. She's changed.
What do you mean she's changed?
Those were her old country songs.
She put brighter lipstick.
What are her new ones?
Her new ones are a little bit
what? Kid friendly?
Poppy.
Kid friendly?
Yeah.
Do you think she's like legend, like Michael Jackson?
No.
Do you think Pink is okay? Do you think Pink is more talented than Taylor Swift? Joann, go.
Yes.
You do? Why?
Yes. Because of her, just her whole being. I mean, I like her music better than I like Taylor Swift's music.
Bingo.
So I don't know, and I'm also tainted because I did meet her and I liked her. There was no uppityness about her. She was real wholesome and normal. And, and then actually, I didn't even really know who Pink was. This is 15 years ago. So when my kids said it to me, she took the whole, and they let Alex do the trapeze.
Did she wear nice perfume? Did you get close enough to smell?
I didn't get close enough, and she was dressed like a normal human being in leggings and a t-shirt.
She's a normal human being.
Yeah.
The first time I saw
her,
but
I don't know if I'd ever see Taylor Swift walking around like that.
No,
you won't see her walking around because she goes inside her little.
Okay. So let's talk about this. Okay, Joann.
What?
You've been around show business a little bit. Okay. Again, your kids are in.
People have done that.
I understand that. Okay, maybe Elvis did.
I don't.
It's
well known.
I can almost reach him to smack him too.
I wish you could.
I wish I would.
Right before you tell me how right I am.
You see how close? Fucking whale him.
Go
Anyways,
ahead.
Okay, listen, clown boy. Here's the deal. Okay, Taylor Swift does not get carted from place to place in one of her travel concert cases. You know those cases they have, Joann, for bands with the cases on wheels, and he says that they transport Taylor Swift everywhere, and she's locked in one of those cases so they can wheel her in.
No.
Even though this past Bills 2 weeks ago when we lost to the Chiefs, she walked in from the parking lot and the fans proceeded to boo her. I guess that was a fake Taylor Swift walking in. She wasn't wheeled in though.
I'm sure at all times at all venues she cannot just walk right in.
She walked in. She had cops right around her.
She's staying at a hotel. She can't just go down the stairs.
So she gets in her luggage box and wheels herself down the hall.
I've seen.
Well, but that's something she's kind of done. I mean, I don't think Pink.
She
You know,
did.
again,
Pink
it's
did that.
Well, Pink would probably be more flexible. She'd probably
She
be able to
did
fit
it
in
at the Kansas City game.
What do
She
you
was-
mean? Just
She was seen in the tunnel meeting Travis Kelce, but she was never seen getting to the tunnel. But her large suitcase was seen rolling by into the tunnel, and then all of a sudden, there she is.
sits in a large
We're
suitcase.
gonna-
How big is she?
We're going to take a phone call right
Well,
now.
they've done this before now, where you can just get in that, the big one that they wheel in. Sometimes they even hide you in a clothes rack,
you're so
But this is
ridiculous.
like a suitcase that they cut out. You can go right in.
All right, so we got a phone call coming in. It's a special one.
Sweet.
It's Todd's daughter, his
Oh,
8-year-old
she loves
daughter.
Swift.
She is a Swiftie, so we're waiting for her to call right now, and we're going to bring her. It's going to be the first live guest via phone on Raw Live. This is historic, Joann. You are part of history, Joann.
All right.
Not only did you get your microphone, not only did you get your microphone working, but you are a part of history.
Should be in bed.
Now we're just waiting on her to call. But anyways, yeah, his daughter's a huge Swiftie fan. She probably wants to lay into me because she doesn't like when I swear. His daughter,
That's true.
she doesn't like when I swear. So I promised her that I'll try my best not to. No guarantees. So I'll try not to swear when she calls in. I don't know. Should I swear? Should I swear?
Just be you.
No swearing.
Be me?
Yeah. So this isn't very uncommon.
What?
That Hollywood people would get around that way.
I mean, listen, I know that Elvis.
I'm not talking everywhere she goes, but I'm saying this isn't uncommon that people would have to hide from a mob of people.
Okay. I do understand that, but do you really think they put him in a damn suitcase?
Yeah, sometimes. Why not? Why not?
You find me the proof. Just find me the proof.
Yeah, find me the proof.
Find me the proof, buddy.
Okay. I'll have to. I will. I'll find out the proof that it's a suitcase.
All right. I'm texting and telling her to call now so that we can hear his cute little daughter.
She's got the cutest little voice.
You know, I was looking for because my aunt is passing on, so
Sorry.
so we're looking for some pictures and stuff of her with our family because she's there in Paris. And I came across videos of my sons that they made themselves when they had these voices, and they were like 8 years old, and it was just so cute. I have to say, they were so much fun. So that's all I have to say.
It sounded like Donald Trump. Donald Trump would be like, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to have to say.
I'm going to have to say. Or what most New Yorkers say. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean, Jelly Bean?
You know what I mean, Vern?
Oh.
Love it.
Hi, you are live on the Raw Live Show. Who am I speaking to?
Kylie.
Hi, Kylie.
Hi, Kylie.
Hi.
Shouldn't you be in bed?
Yeah, it's past your bedtime.
She should be in bed. How old are you, Kylie?
I'm 8.
8.
Swiftie fan?
You like Taylor Swift?
Yeah, you should be in bed.
Are you a Swiftie?
Yeah.
Did you ever give her a friendship bracelet? Is that what they do? They give the audience gives her friendship bracelets, right?
Yeah.
do you okay, so what's your
I have some.
Huh?
I have some.
You have you actually have real Swiftie
that's pretty
bracelets?
cool.
Whoa, I want to see them.
Holy.
Where'd you get those? From her website?
I made them.
Oh, you made your own. Very good. You're a crafty little.
But I traded some.
Oh,
it's okay. You can trade.
Bartering. What's your favorite?
Just like your dad over here.
What's your favorite Taylor Swift song?
Yeah, what's Swiftie?
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of music do you think she makes? Do you think she makes sad music or happy music?
Happy.
Happy music.
Happy. Okay.
Have you been watching more football games since Taylor Swift has been around?
Yeah. You're going to become a football fan now because of Taylor Swift?
I just wanted to say that it's not football. She's on the football screen all the time.
Yeah, she is on the football screen all the time.
Yeah.
But it's not her fault.
It's not her fault. You're right.
Yeah, you're right. Good point. That was a very smart thing to say. Wow.
She didn't ask for it, right? Not her fault.
She has positive lyrics.
Feel what?
She what?
What?
She has positive lyrics.
She has positive lyrics.
Positive lyrics. You came up with that all by yourself? Those words? I don't know.
Pretty smart.
Yeah.
Do it, Todd.
So cute.
Well, thank you, Kylie, for calling.
Yeah, it's great to hear from you.
She's a good role model.
She's
What?
a good role model.
Have I been good with my swearing today?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I get an A+ for today.
Yeah.
Okay, so when we hang up, I can swear? No. Hello? Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought we lost you. You must have had a call coming in. Well, it was great.
You have permission to swear.
What?
You have permission to swear.
Oh, I do. Oh, thanks. Can you put that in writing? Just because. Kylie, it was awesome. You know what? I have to tell you, you were the first person ever to call in live on your dad's and my show. You believe that? You made history today.
Good job.
Good job. Give her a round of applause. Give her a round of applause.
Woo!
Kylie made history with the RAWW Live Show.
Big Swifty fan.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming on. Now get your butt to bed so I can swear.
Good job.
Good job.
Bye.
Good job.
Love you. Bye.
That was awesome.
That's adorable.
She's like, oh, ba-da-ba-doo-boo.
She has
And thank you.
positive lyrics.
Very polite.
Yeah,
Yes, she is.
very
Who do we
polite.
credit that for, mommy or daddy?
I don't
Her
know.
mother.
Well, yeah, her mother.
Yes.
We made history today. The first phone call ever. Come on,
Pretty
man.
good. I mean, how
Yeah,
we heard it right from a Swifty's mouth.
right from a Swifty's mouth that she's got positive lyrics. How about that? Son of a gun.
You can't be mad at it.
I gotta
I
wait.
was, and I was on the get her off the screen like now.
Yeah, you want to
right
punch
at
her
the
lipstick.
beginning, and then
Yeah.
I started
Do you
thinking
think
about
that her like manager ever tells her you should tone down the lipstick because you look like an idiot?
it? Oh, she wears what she wants.
She looks like a fucking mannequin.
Hmm.
I mean,
Fashion for that age.
I get it. I just I don't know. Maybe I like my butt's a little thicker than a twig. Okay.
Well, I guess I'd rather have red lipstick than blue hair.
Who has blue hair?
Nobody. No, I don't know. Just saying.
Just
If I
saying
was
what?
going to date somebody.
All right. Well, we reset. This is a RAWW Live Show.
Reset.
This is a RAWW Live Show with 2X and the Boomer, Mama Joe, T.O., Frankie J. It is Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. You are live. Send in your comments. And let's get on with the next one. I have another topic. And Joann, this one is actually for you, but I'm going to hold off on this one. Locally here, because you know I like to pull up local news from where I live because there's a lot of wacky shit that happens here locally. In a town called North Tonawanda, what, half hour from us, T.O., maybe? Half hour?
15 minutes.
There's
Everything's
one-
15 minutes away here.
Yeah, pretty much. There's one street, Alice Street,
Mm.
that claims they have sky poop. Sky poop. So for like the last couple of months,
1 month.
1 month, residents come out on this one street in this town and finding feces in their yards or porches on the ground, and they can't identify if it's human or animal or what.
I don't know.
They want answers. They want
Have-
answers.
Has anybody like taken it to a lab or something?
Yep.
Okay,
And
T.O. might have
What
more
kind of poop
information.
is it?
They did waste tests and can't
And?
tell if it's from a human or animal, but they do know it came from a plane. Well, right there, it tells you it's not a gosh damn monkey.
Well, they do transport animals on
Well,
planes.
It's
Well, do
frickin'
you think maybe a plane, I mean, like,
Yes.
have you ever thought about when you flush the toilet in the plane, where does the poop go?
usually they try to go over water, but apparently
Well, T.O.
they're
said
going
that
over Alice Street.
when there's a good drop zone.
I mean,
How can you imagine walking on your dog and all of a sudden you get splattered with shit?
Wow.
Like, I mean, that would. I was telling T.O. before the show that when I played tennis in high school, I was playing varsity singles and I was playing this guy, and out of nowhere, Joann, it felt like I got hit in the fucking face with a softball at full speed. Okay, I went down. I'm on the ground going, oh, like what happened? The guy I'm playing comes over laughing to see if I'm all right. Turns out a bird shit right in the middle of my face, like pow.
geez,
It had to have been a pterodactyl.
why do they say that's good luck?
I don't know, man, because I'll tell you.
No, isn't it?
That
If you
shit
step in
hurts.
shoes, you step in shit with new shoes on. That's good luck. But no, a bird pooping
Well, I've
on
done
you.
that too. You remember that story?
Bird pooping on you.
My certified first responder days when I got a brand new pair of tactical Under Armour boots. Wore those suckers out one night on a regular call that we went to because this guy couldn't keep his shit together. And I stepped in I thought it was elephant shit because it was a really big pile. And like I stepped on it, but it didn't go down to the ground. So there was, thickness.
Dung like.
Yeah, it was like it was dung. And I had really good treads on these boots. So it was in there, man. And he lived on a second floor apartment, carpeted stairs on the way up. And we hated going there. This guy he lived with his brother, didn't take care of his diabetes. Absolute slob, one of them guys. Frequent flyer, we called him. And so on the way up the stairs, I'm wiping my boot on every step, trying to get the shit off, walking up this guy's apartment. And there's, 6, 7 of us. And this guy, some people, when they have insulin issues or diabetes issues, they go into like a rage because their body, goes into a rage. And this guy was a rager. So we always had to have one person per limb, leg, foot, arm, and I'll never forget it. I'm filling out the patient report and I have to walk around and I have to look at the vitals and, at 4:20 a.m. patient on response, whatever, just PCR, patient care report. Very important part of being an EMT. Anyways, I will never forget the looks on these 4 guys' faces. They kept like looking up, trying like, where's that smell? And then this Puerto Rican guy, he was hilarious. He goes out of nowhere. He goes, "What the fuck is that smell?" And I'm like, I don't know, man. So every time I'm walking around the pile of people on the floor, I'm still wiping my foot. And then we get back in the rig to go back to the firehouse after the call is over. And the same Puerto Rican guy goes, "What the fuck? Did somebody step in dog shit?"
You knew it.
And I'm like, didn't say nothing. We get back and I wait for everyone to leave. I think everyone left, thought everyone left, and I proceeded to go to the power washer. And the power washer at a fire department
broke.
Had a hard time getting this shit uncaked from these new shoes. I had to grab a butter knife and but one of the other firefighters walks out and he goes, "It was you?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I actually stepped in dog shit." Yeah. And he goes, "Oh my God, that whole house smells like dog shit." I'm like, "Well, that's usually what happens when you wipe your feet with dog shit all over someone's house."
And the Puerto Rican guy came in and said, "That's my knife."
He was mad. He didn't like me a lot though. I don't know why. He used to call me Proby. I'm like, "Why you call me Proby? That's not my name. My name's
Proby."
Yeah. When I first signed up, but I was friends with him. Yeah, he had just gotten off probation about a month before I joined. So, like, you're calling me?
That's what they do.
Like, oh, you couldn't wait, right, for that next guy to come in.
Exactly. So he could call them Proby.
Yep, and he was.
Did you ever watch NCIS?
Oh, yeah. That show. Oh, I love NCIS. Jethro Gibbs, man, guy, fucking gunny sergeant. Yep. Tony DiNozzo, I like him I think he is hilarious, funny,
I
witty.
worked with him.
Yeah, I think he gets a little too out of control sometimes. I think some of his jokes go a little too like, okay, man, calm it down. Right?
I mean, that was a long time ago. I mean, I worked with him when he was doing Bull.
Oh, I didn't watch that show ever. Was that a good show? Bull?
Not really.
Yeah, because he's not Tony DiNozzo.
Excuse me?
Because he wasn't being Tony DiNozzo. He was
right. Well, he sort of still had a little Tony DiNozzo in him. I mean, he did. He really had a little bit of Tony in him.
James Gandolfini. Can you see him in another role and not think of The Sopranos? Probably not.
For who?
James Gandolfini.
I don't know who that
was. Oh, yeah, but he did. He was.
Something else?
He was in a couple other movies. He was in actually that really crazy snuff film movie. What was it called? 8mm? It was called 8mm. Nicolas Cage was about this underground snuff business going on, and this guy called Machine. And one of the bad guys in that movie actually was James Gandolfini. A lot of people probably don't remember that movie. 8mm. James Gandolfini.
Up.
He was younger, and then he was in that movie with who the hell was that? Robert Redford, where he played a prison warden.
Yes,
for a military.
Because he's wait, let's look and see. Because he's another one I met who's really very nice.
Yeah, he is a nice guy. Very, very nice guy. In fact, when they got awards for The Sopranos, he just was blown away. He was absolutely blown away. He's
Did
like,
they almost make a movie, or did they?
No. They made a movie,
Oh, they did. Okay.
a spinoff.
I've never seen the
It's
show.
called The Many Saints of Newark.
And I was on that too.
Well, you were on that movie?
Uh-huh.
Where?
I was background. I used to do a lot of background work, so that's why
Yeah,
that's why I knew, that's why
You always come up with something, Joanne.
yeah, no. And so I actually wore oh, it was terrible. That was the first time I learned when you have period clothes and they want you to wear heels. It was the first time I said, no, I walked 8 miles that day in
I
heels.
would walk 800
It
miles.
was terrible.
period
And what's his
clothes.
face? He was really very nice. He passed away.
Who?
Who's
James
with James?
Gandolfini.
No,
He
not
died?
James Gandolfini. Who played his father in Tony Soprano? He didn't play Tony Soprano. He played, I guess, the
Are you
grand.
Oh,
I'm
you're
talking about the
Austin
Saints
Jr.?
of New York.
Oh, the many. James Gandolfini's son is Tony in that movie. By the
In
way,
that movie, that's right.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
right. And I
That's
met
his son.
James Gandolfini's son when he was like 2 years old. The boys and I, they were on the street because they used to live like around
Did they play
14th
catch
Street
and
in the
stuff?
East Side. What?
Like football, they play catch.
No, they were just outside. They were really very nice. He
Were they
was in a
hustling?
lot of things. Let me see. Enough Said, which I liked, The Drop. I mean, he was where he was in Tony Soprano.
Yeah,
And
Well,
where
he's-
he was really a good actor. And
very
then he
talented.
was on, oh my God, he was
8
in the
millimeter.
taking of Pelham 1, 2, and 3.
All three. All
No,
three.
not all, there's no. It's taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3, Pelham, the subway line, which is called
I
the 1, the
understand
2,
it.
and the 3.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. He was on all three.
Three-part series.
Yeah.
Wow, I want to watch that over. And John Travolta was in it. Wow.
Yeah.
John Travolta.
What in 8 millimeter?
No, John Travolta.
I really should watch this again.
What?
That's a good
What?
movie to watch again.
Which one?
The
Which one?
Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I think you should watch Brokeback Mountain.
The Taken.
Excuse me. I saw that movie, and here I'll tell you another.
Oh, I was so bad.
Here's another tidbit.
Never saw that.
Javier Bardem's
Don't tell
voice
Tom what it
coach,
is.
okay,
Yeah.
was my kid's voice coach for 2012.
Whoa,
Okay.
2012.
And he was actually the first voice coach to check to see if they could do Russian accents. And what ended up happening, okay.
Did they talk in the movie at all? I can't remember.
Oh, yeah.
When?
Please. One of
watched it the other
Philip's
day.
famous line was, Curtis, we will live and you
I have to look that up.
die.
I was watching it the other day when the scene when they were in the airplane and you see your little kids bouncing around.
Well, you know what? Wait. Now you're making me then talk about something funny that had on set. But first, I want to go to Javier Bardem. Javier Bardem won an Academy Award for that. And if you noticed, he had his what accent does he have? Well, this coach really got him to not have the accent he had, and he was never thanked. And it was really a voice coach to not have you speak in an accent is really a tough job.
Yeah,
And
but I
never
can
thank
speak in
him.
different accents. I don't need a coach.
Well, you know what? Do it for 24/7 as you're acting. Don't
I act every day.
He didn't think
okay,
that
but you have to do it all the time and really sound real. Okay, don't give me the easy ones. But if you have a very bad, I can talk about, like I'm from Brooklyn, or I mean, give me something hard. But let's have like you said, where the kids were bouncing around.
Yeah.
Well, they're doing the scene, and and in the scene they're supposed to get up. They say, kids, come on, get up. Well, poor Philip, his seatbelt was locked.
Whoa. Oh, that's why.
Get out. It was so.
They had
funny.
really long hair too. Was that their real hair?
Yeah.
Wow, you let them grow
Actually,
their hair.
Alex's hair is like
Jesus,
that
dude,
now.
it was like
We'll
long,
have to get the
very
scene on, post it
very
on
curly,
Facebook.
very
Very
hair.
curly.
They don't
Actually,
have
what
to wear it long.
happened
They have shaved heads, I
was
think.
Roland Emmerich. They called us. My kids were going to diving camp where
What
they
other
learned
camps did you
scuba
put
diving.
these poor
What?
kids? Did you even let them be kids?
Yes, I did. They
You
went
put them
to.
in
They loved to
movies and-
scuba
I know.
diving camp,
Scuba gear.
and
Ooh,
so
Steve.
I wanted to cut their hair off for scuba diving camp, okay?
Yeah.
Oh.
But they got the movie, and we were told they couldn't cut their hair.
Oh,
Don't cut their hair.
bitch. Why not?
But Alex has got long hair like that now.
Yeah, but it's not curly, is it?
Oh, yeah.
He's got the big curly,
I'll send you a
there?
picture.
The locks.
the locks. Does he have a
I'll
lock?
send you a picture.
Not
Huh?
dreadlocks.
You
Which
want me
side
to
of
send you a
curly
picture now?
locks.
You can do whatever you want, Joann.
Curly locks.
Curly
He has
locks.
curly locks. Well, you know,
Curly locks.
it's
He has the curly locks.
Currently,
it's
he
the
has
curly locks.
Currently, he has the curly locks.
So
I should send you
T.O.
another picture too. Oh God, I was young and beautiful. Okay. Here we
Who
go.
you?
Yeah, it was.
Where are you sending them to? My 18th email.
To RAWLive.com.
No.
Raw Live.
I am going to send
Everybody
it to your phone.
You can go to our website and register to be on our email notification list and drop us messages, sign up for all our social medias, and kiss our ass because we're awesome.
And be like Kylie and
right.
be caller.
Yeah, and be the second caller on Raw Live.
Raw
We'll
Live.
post a number for the next show so that the lines will be open. We only ask that you text first with your name and where you're from, and then we will tell you when to dial the phone.
Tons of crap fell on the ground. We're not sure where it came from, but we know it came from a plane.
Well, that was some of the theory, but then there was somebody else that said it could have been a whole flock of birds bolting out after.
False.
Yeah, I know. But they want answers, and they're not getting them.
Well, the answer is it's human poop coming from an airplane. It's simple.
Oh, they
So how do you-
identified it as human poop?
No, they identified it as they know it's coming from an airplane. So
Oh.
what else are we flying up there?
The
Gorillas?
Alien ships.
You know,
Well, that'd be alien poop.
That's true. It would be alien poop.
Probably be green or something.
yeah, it would probably have a very,
Green.
very. It would probably be
Do
more
you think
pliable.
aliens are green?
Yeah,
No.
they shit Play-Doh.
No.
Well-
Elon Musk doesn't crap Play-Doh.
Elon Musk. Where did he come from?
He kind of looks like an alien.
He's on your mind.
Yeah.
Kind of like, what was his name? Stephen Hawkins.
Oh,
No.
so did you know? All right.
He's
Newsflash.
not-
Any news stuff?
Newsflash.
Newsflash of the day. I mean, I just saw it kind of bleeping by that all of the social media moguls were being kind of interrogated by Congress, and Zuckerberg is, very sad that,
Why?
why?
Why is he
Well-
sad? I thought he was going to.
Because kids are, they're not doing enough on social media to help prevent, suicide, all the
Well,
crap that goes on.
I mean, we do know that this was an actual case a few years back, right? Where a girl, it's a true story, actually.
I believe it. But you could tell me 10 and I'll believe him.
There was a movie about it in a series on Netflix where this young lady, a blonde girl, lived out. Well, they met at some sort of like summer camp. This teenage couple, this kid and this girl, and it turned out they were from the same state, Massachusetts, but they lived about an hour away from each other. Okay. So they became like, platonic friends. They would talk, text back and forth, blah, 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 blah. I don't think they were ever officially boyfriend and girlfriend, which really makes this whole thing weird. But he was severely depressed, this kid. He wanted to die. And he would text with her back and forth. And she would tell him, just do it. You keep saying you're going to do it. Do it. Like all these kind of crazy messages.
Oh, nice. That's
At
not
one point,
nice.
yeah, at one point he actually says, I'm doing it now. And she said, good. And what he did is he started a water pump, like a generator, in his truck and closed himself in so he would die from the, the carbon monoxide. And there's a text message going, okay, I'm doing it. I'm getting out. I think I'm dying. And she told him, get back in via text. Okay. And what makes this all a really weird story is no one knew about this girl. None of his friends, his mom, his dad, no one knew of this girl who was supposedly his girlfriend because she lived an hour away and he never talked about her. Well, he kills himself and she decides, because she's his girlfriend, to throw this big charity softball game in her town, which is an hour away from where he's from and his friends and his family. And then it started to kind of become weird. And some detectives got onto it and they possessed her phone and found all this text message dialogue of her telling him basically kill yourself. She was brought up on charges and actually did some jail time for it. Like,
Good. Sure.
I mean,
It's not a joke.
not a joke. When
No,
you're
it's
telling
not a
somebody,
joke.
if I call you and say, Todd, I don't feel well, I think I should kill myself. Are you going to say, well, go do it?
No, I'd probably come over.
Right. I didn't mean to laugh, but
Well, but
I mean,
no.
good
And
point.
is this a Netflix series? I'd like to watch it.
Yeah. It's a really good series because the way they put it together, Joanne, I think you'd appreciate it, is the dialogue is verbal, but they show the text messages. So when they're communicating, even if they're like in the same like screen, they're in different areas of the state, and they do the dialogue via text. So you can see the text and hear it and hear his voice saying what he's typing. It's kind of done that way. It's a pretty good series.
What's the name of it? Do you remember?
I'm looking it up now. About girl who told boyfriend to kill himself. I'm googling it.
That's an older story.
No, it's not too old. Maybe 6, 7
I've heard
years.
of many of those kinds.
Okay, it's called. Her name is Michelle Carter, and the show is The Girl from Plainville. Plainville, that's where she was from. Plainville.
Oh, wow.
Where is Michelle Carter now? Well, it's been 8 years. She looks like a fucking demon too. If you look up her picture, she just looks like she's got trouble. Anyways,
like Vince McMahon.
She was charged. She was convicted on an involuntary manslaughter charge related to his death. The new limited series stars Ellie Fanning and Colton Ryan, who plays the boy.
Any relationship to Dakota?
It was Michelle Carter and her boyfriend or supposed boyfriend Conrad Roy, who killed himself. They met in Florida in 2012. They were both on vacation with their families. The relationship consisted mainly of texting and other electronic communications. Both teens were depressed as hell. Roy made suicide attempts in the past. She encouraged it.
It was done in 2022, one season.
Yeah. The series is new. I just watched it. I binge watched it because it was like.
I'm gonna watch it. Okay.
Yeah, it's really disturbing because.
Elle Fanning that's Dakota Fanning's sister.
Yeah.
Is that the blonde girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's ugly.
She isn't.
Oh, the real girl, the real Michelle Carter.
Oh, the real one.
Yeah, she looks like a made up Barbie doll who had her eyebrows are like caterpillars too.
Maybe she should be on The View.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna show her eyebrows. You gotta see these suckers. I mean, these suckers. Wow, she's got some eyebrows, dude. Unbelievable. All right, so here, let me go back in this video, and you'll see a picture. She's got a crazy set of eyebrows.
Maybe she's
Look at those babies. Look at them suckers. You telling me?
She's not bad looking.
She looks like she's got an 80s hairdo.
Better than Pink.
She's not. Oh man.
This is cool. This is really cool.
What's that?
Oh, we can do that.
Did, so what you just did, that's like phenomenal.
Oh, I'm an expert producer now. You didn't know that?
I love it.
There's a lot of things we could pop up and comment on.
Yeah.
It's gonna get good.
Oh, we got a good show lined up in the next couple weeks. We are going to be lucky enough, Joann, my old friend who I used to work for when he was my head chef, Tom, he agreed to come on a show or two. So I'm going to go set him up with his little makeshift studio in his apartment, and we're going to bring him on. He's an old school Sicilian, 68, awesome, funny dude, laughs at everything I say. So that's why I'm bringing him, because he'll laugh at everything I say.
He's going to teach us how to make some sauce.
Some meatballs.
Sure.
Some good sauce.
Oh, hey, Frankie, you lying to me? No, T, I'm not lying to you. Are you sure? Yeah. Why are you laughing? Because you fucking asked me twice and I told you I didn't. I'm not lying.
Well, I know what we should have him do.
What?
The banana Sprite challenge.
Oh, Joann, that's one that you have to hear about. Have you heard or seen any news about this? Eat a banana or two and then chug a bottle or a can of Sprite right behind it. And you have to, and the challenge is you can't vomit.
And what is the point?
Well,
to not vomit.
The challenge is you eat a banana and you immediately follow it with a full can of Sprite or bottle.
Okay.
And the whole idea is to do that and not throw up. And if you don't throw up, you win the challenge.
Initial thought is very stupid, but then hey.
So is squirting ketchup on a fucking counter.
This is Darren Watkins Jr., okay?
Yep.
That's who did this.
Wait, Darren Watkins Jr.?
From Cincinnati, Ohio.
He
ate 2 bananas.
Two bananas.
Drank 1 can of Sprite.
And he threw up?
Yeah, but hey.
Hey,
At least he's not eating Tide Pods.
they do look pretty tasty. I'm not gonna lie; those suckers look like some
That's
really
the problem.
good
They
candy.
look like candy.
Well, they do look like candy.
I like it.
To little kids, it looks
Sure.
like candy.
Making
Well,
something like that.
Watch your little kids. Make sure they don't go in the laundry room and put Tide Pods
Don't
in their
make
mouth.
something that's going to kill them. Make them like candy. How about that?
Dude, I survived. It used to be powder.
Yeah,
Listen.
but it wasn't a tin can. You had to freaking open it with a
What?
screwdriver,
Oh.
basically, back in the day.
Some of
Redonkulous.
these parents don't watch their kids, so
Remember the way iced tea used to come? You used to have to pry that lid open, that tin lid.
A tin
After you open that rubber thing, then you would have the tin lid that you would have to pry open. Nowadays, you just grab the tab and it's a thin.
Oh, you're talking the iced tea mix.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
talking iced tea mix. I'm
Oh,
even talking like
okay.
the freaking.
well, but that's how they store vitamins. I mean, in vitamins, they have a little tin thing that you have to pull up. So that-
You used to have to pry it open with a screwdriver. Basically, it was so thick.
Banana Sprite challenge, boy. Okay, so
that
this
sounds
is
gross.
this is the
It's Darren Watkins.
Banana Sprite challenge. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this too. It's not going to have any sound, but you'll be able to see it. It's just really stupid. I don't get it.
It's a TikTok challenge, and none of them are really that.
All right, so this is the original one.
Oh, this is gross.
Okay. Dismiss. I don't want to pay you. Leave me alone. Okay.
Oh,
Can you hear it?
thank
Yeah.
you. But no, thank you. Okay.
Hear it?
We're doing the banana sprite challenge.
Can you hear
can
this?
hear it.
All right, so he's doing the
Nice
banana,
hair.
and you think Pink is a
Pretty
weirdo.
much the kind of kid I would
Yes.
think of as doing this.
All right, so we don't need to see him buying the banana. I just want to see these jamokes. All right, so they're all eating their bananas.
Does it really make you feel?
Apparently, well, because the banana is so starchy, T.O., okay, that it doesn't dissolve or process right away. So the Sprite agitates it and makes people throw up. You watching, Joann?
This is disgusting. I don't want to watch.
Well, I want to see the one guy puke. I just want the kid in the middle
I don't
chugging
like
right
to
now.
watch it puke.
I don't
I
either.
think I could do this.
I don't think you could. I don't think you
Two
could.
bananas is tough to eat.
I used to eat 3 a day, baby. No
Yeah,
problem.
but at once.
All right.
All right.
So-
this is,
That's enough.
okay.
We all get the point.
We get the point.
Ever feel like you wasted 25 seconds of your life?
Yes, that is total. Total stupidity.
Yeah, but this is the kind of shit that's
If you
going
play
on.
just the sound, we could play. Is this porn or is that?
yeah, right. Yee.
Guess what this video is? Jeepers, that's that old Howard
Yeah,
Stern stuff.
so-
How many hits have they gotten?
Probably a
Oh,
lot.
I got it written down. Oh no, I don't.
No,
I-
bring up the screen.
170
Doesn't it have it?
Oh, bring up the screen.
That wasn't the original one.
No, that's not the original. 181,000 views on one, 187,000 on another, 9.1 thousand on another. This was drinking a gallon of milk challenge, which is just fucking stupid. Banana Sprite.
I actually worked with a guy who drank a
I
whole gallon
guess-
of milk in a half an hour lunch break.
Well, it's kind of like if you guys remember, I remember back in the day when I worked in restaurants, we would always prank people. And the prank that was happening at that time was I would just go to stupid dishwashers, people that wanted to just be cool and hang out with cooks. And I would say, dude, I'll pay you $20 if you can eat a spoonful of cinnamon. Just a
there you go.
spoonful. You know, it's easy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, these suckers would get the cinnamon
do
in
it.
their mouth and it's like poof, a big puff of
Jeez.
cinnamon powder smoke because it's so dry. You can't swallow.
Yeah, one time I worked
You
at
could
a
actually die from it.
I
pretty
worked
much.
at a restaurant. I took one of those nice haddocks, took it outside, put it in the guy underneath the guy's seat in his car. 90-degree day. He's
Ooh.
going by. Next thing you know, he found that thing. It stunk so bad. He was cursing me up and down. That thing had to stink bad. It was probably moving at that point. I would guess there was some maggot action.
So
Yeah.
I did that to a kid too. When I worked with Tom, I told him about this. So this is not a secret any longer. I hated this one kid I worked with. I couldn't stand him. I wanted to wail on this kid. So I took a couple pieces of fresh cut salmon and I went out to his car, and in the rear seat I put him under his mats and I smushed him.
Great minds think alike.
So you wouldn't, get in and see the mats were lifted. I mean, I was like, ground that shit in. And oh man, for weeks he was bitching. What the fuck? My fucking car stinks. I'm going to sell it. What the fuck, man? It's like something died in there. And I'm like, probably is, man. Check.
No, it was you, Todd.
Have you ever pulled a prank, Joann? And this, listen.
No.
Don't.
Sorry.
No. Come on.
Not that kind of pranks. No.
Okay. Any kind of pranks at all? Oh, you're not a pranker.
Think about it.
If you have to think about it, you're not a pranker.
No,
I'm
not a pranker. No.
You should become
pranks all the time.
You should do a prank on your husband.
No.
Or I'm going to give him a prank to do on you.
No.
No? You don't think I should do that?
No.
All right, Joann, we're moving on. I got this topic specifically for you because you had mentioned figure skating, that you were professional. Did you hear just recently in the news that Russian girl who won the gold medal in the Beijing Olympics 2 years ago, figure skating?
I didn't hear anything, but tell me.
Okay, well, she won the gold from Russia, and it was just revealed recently that 6 weeks prior to the Olympics starting that she tested positive for doping.
Oh, I knew this. We knew this at the Olympics.
You just said you
breaking news.
Well, when you said breaking news, we knew this at the Olympics that she was doping and that they were going to disqualify her.
Well, they just did. It just happened.
Oh, it took this long?
Yes, it took 2 years.
Crazy.
And they finally awarded the Americans.
I mean, it was happening at the time.
But I mean, I don't get the whole doping thing. First of all, like, what does it mean? Like, what chemical is dope? When I hear the word dope, I think of heroin,
taking testosterone
I think she was taking, wasn't
steroids.
she? Not
what's
steroids. Steroids.
Steroids? No.
Human growth hormone.
No, if anything, it had to have been, wait, where's my phone? It had to have been some kind of speed. Because then it'll make you
herself going.
Oh, she was taking drugs?
No, it said doping. So she was using
what does doping mean?
Performance enhancing drug.
Yeah, so she was using some sort of.
They don't consider cocaine a performance enhancing drug or speed.
Well, because cocaine only lasts 3 days. And in fact, in the NFL now, in most major pro sports, you can smoke marijuana to a certain degree.
Yeah, only the dumb ones get caught. They've been saying this since.
No, they are allowed to smoke now. There's a level that they can't go above on their urine test. So Jason Kelsey on his show was actually talking about it, saying that the rule is so stupid that you basically have to be the marijuana plant to test positive.
That's what. Yeah, only the dumb ones are people with an actual problem.
Correct.
Get caught.
Right. So, anyways, all right, Joann.
What is the doping?
What was she using? I don't know.
Human growth hormone.
I don't even.
Or doing steroids, and you would cycle those.
Oh, okay. I just typed it in. What's it? Is it trimethazanine drug found in Russian? Oh, here it is. Okay, so what is trimethazidine, the drug found in the Russian skater Camelia Valelia, whatever her name is?
Wait, isn't that a muscle? Wait a minute.
Yeah, that's triazotone or something.
Triazotine. No, trim, Trim.
Okay, what the hell did it do?
I don't know.
Spell it. Trim, trimethazidine.
Just
trimethazidine doping. Okay, is not well known as a doping drug in the U.S., but it is included on the World Anti-Doping List of There you go. All right, but look up. Okay. Why do athletes use? It is an effect on metabolism where the body breaks down substances to convert them into energy. Speed. It increases the rate at which glucose is broken down, allowing it to be used to protect against myocardial, whatever the hell that is, reduce blood.
Yeah, because it's a hormone and metabolic modulator. Weird. I always wanted to
downgraded from a stimulant to a modulator of cardiac metabolism,
which can cause a heart attack.
You always wanted to try steroids, you said?
But know, what did I initially? I mean, I remember I heard she was being, she was doping. I've like, what's so sad is being an ex-professional figure skater and figure skating coach is that I really don't watch skating anymore as much because they've just totally changed the entire sport, and I think it sucks. Okay,
they all suck. They all suck.
Well, so I'm not that interested anymore. And then I heard about this, and then when you just say what kind of drug it is, the only thing that would work for you as a skater is to give you more stamina because that's what you need in order to perform those freaking quadruple jumps.
Yeah.
Of course. Oh yeah.
Spaghetti
obviously.
dinners.
Yeah. Spaghettios.
Yeah.
Remember they used to tell you to eat that before hockey games, day before.
Yeah, spaghettios.
Lots of carbs.
Yeah, spaghettios with the meatballs. They're not actually balls though. They're actually, you could tell that it's a tube of loose meat that's formed and they slice it like hot dog.
What?
So they're not actually
I make my own meatballs. I don't know what the hell you're eating.
fucking
SpaghettiOs.
Chef Boyardee, man.
spaghetti.
Oh, SpaghettiOs. We used to eat them.
SpaghettiOs, they're not actually round meatballs though. If you ever examine one of them, it looks like a
hot dog case.
looks like a
It
slice
wasn't a round meatball. It was like exactly what you just said.
Yeah, but everyone thinks meatball and round, right? Nope, not with Chef Boyardee.
As long as it's in that shape.
Oh, I love loose meat, man. I love didn't eat more stew. I'll just dig out all the mushy
Never
meat.
had that.
You never had loose meat?
No.
Loose meat.
How about chipped beef? You ever have that?
Probably, man. You're nuts.
I saw it once at the store. I wonder
said-
who eats this.
He said chipped beef. You know what chipped beef is, right?
No. I don't.
Joanne, you gotta
I
tell
don't think
him.
I've ever had it.
Tell
No,
him.
you have to tell them. Isn't chip beef? It's just a way that the beef is. I don't know. Chip beef is pieces of
off the
beef
bone?
in a barbecue. Barbecue
with
sauce.
sauce.
Right? I
What
don't
is-
know.
It's like white sauce.
All
You're
right,
the chef. Answer, Frankie.
Frank. What kind of gravy is that? Country style?
creamed. Oh, I used to eat this all
I
the
told
time.
you it's cream.
Yeah, they sell it. It's really good.
It's
My
sick.
mom used to make this.
Oh yeah, I think now I remember the smell.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
it's
want
actually pretty good. Yeah, my mom would make this, and she would make this cream. Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you.
This cream topping to
Yeah.
pour on it, but it had the meat mixed into it. My mom was Pennsylvania Dutch, didn't grow up a lot of money, so
Good pies.
it was like this real thin sliced beef you would buy in these packets.
Yeah.
And it looks like lunch meat, but it's weird.
Saw it in the Stouffer's package. Just thought about it right now.
You should buy it.
No, I don't like the
Try chip beef.
creamy pasta or creamy sauce.
This should be the time where we just drill you with questions because you're funny.
I do like the breadsticks and Alfredo though.
Breadsticks with where did that come from?
I don't know.
Did you take a Adderall today?
I don't take those.
Why not?
I don't know.
You should.
Doctor never said.
I think everybody should be on friggin' Adderall. This world would move a lot better.
no.
Too many people are slugs.
People would be walking into walls.
Better than sitting at home not
Well,
doing shit.
there's an Adderall shortage, so
Yeah, there's a national shortage for that and all the painkillers because every doctor on the planet really cares about patients enough to get them all off opiates. Didn't you know that?
yeah.
The-
Mhm.
Yep. Because they don't want to get arrested because they know that they've overwritten scripts for a bunch of junkies. And then when people that
That's
come
right.
in that really,
But then
that
the
really
real
need
person that needs it
Yep. Sorry, buddy, we're getting all of our patients off opiates.
doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. I could walk in with bones protruding, bent over like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, and they'll be like, "You'll be okay, buddy. Let's put this implant in by your spine."
Yep.
Yep.
One bad strawberry
Nope.
will spoil the bunch.
Yep. One junkie to another, right?
Yep.
We know a bunch, unfortunately.
All
And they
right.
don't-
Time.
anyways, yeah, good timing. It's about time we
Okay.
wrap it up here. What a good show today. We had our first phone call, which is amazing. I enjoyed every second of that, by the way.
Yeah.
Your daughter's adorable.
And can you repeat when you put the yes, I'm sorry, I interrupted.
No, go
Sure.
ahead. Can I repeat?
No,
what
your daughter is adorable.
she is.
And no, put up the phone to call in. Like, when does that come out?
I'll put the number on the next show on the screen, so
Okay.
it'll tick across. I just wanted to try it out first, make sure.
Okay.
But we know it works, which is really cool because we can have random people call in.
That's what we want.
Awesome is that? You never
Ask
know.
us
We could get
questions.
that. We can get some whack job Antifa guy calling too. We don't know.
Ask Joann.
Yeah.
We're
Or
gonna
some hummus person.
we're gonna talk about that guy in a week or two. Antifa boy here in Buffalo who is currently harassing Tio and I because he's obsessed and he wears a bow tie and he looks like Pee Wee Herman. So,
Oh God Almighty!
in fact, I'm going to show a picture of him real quick before we leave here. You got to see this guy. He is just not right. I mean, the guy looks like a fucking idiot.
You'd feel that way if somebody stole your bike and hit it at the basement of the alley.
What? What?
What?
What?
You said he looked like Pee Wee Herman. I said you would look that way too if somebody stole your bike.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, so here's a photo of this guy. I did a side by side to kind of make it give you the visual of what a clown this guy looks like. I just got to find it. There it is, right here. Here it is. Here's this picture. You see it?
No,
not yet.
No.
Okay. Oh no, I gotta change.
Allegedly.
How'd it go?
It's gone.
Yeah, there we are. This is him. Okay.
Pee Wee.
Oh, he does look like Pee Wee Herman.
Yep. And he's a big player.
Definitely looks.
Yep. He's not a good dude.
You've dug a lot up about him.
Oh, I got pages and pages and pages of dialogue and posts from social media of him hating on the cops and wanting to teach critical race theory because he's a Buffalo charter school teacher. He's weird. He goes out
He's
and does
woke, as they say.
Yeah, he does
Right?
all these protests
what
with his
woke means?
megaphone. Yeah, he's an asshole.
Like Jimmy Hart.
Yeah, he's got one of those babies and he's out protesting. He's been on the news. So all the Buffalo police know about this guy. Everyone knows about this guy. When we were on Facebook the other night, bantering back and forth with this ass clown, he was even acting like he had no knowledge of it at all. But he was saying things that he was sending and threatening aggressive text, same verbiage, wording. You could tell it was him. And yeah, so we got a whole bunch of information lined up, a whole bunch of facts, slideshow, the whole nine. We're going to expose this clown for what he is, and that'll probably be not next week, but the week after. We got to really prepare for that.
Slideshow, Bob.
Well, thank you for having me.
Here, anybody has any questions about the show or want to be on the show, go to our website, rawlive.com. Send us a message, send up our email list. We'll see you next week, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, right here.
That's a good way. Take it all off.